we've got our box here, and it's full of fun goodies. So these first few things are things that aren't even in a catalog right now. They are just specials that Close to My Heart are running on the website. So you'll only see them if you go to the website. This is a bulk set of Christmas papers because Christmas in July, and they're two-sided. And I've already been making something with this, so that's why it's already open. So that's that one. You might have saw my picture. Then there's this one. This is the other Christmas paper. And I got 12 sheets of paper for $5.50 because these are bulk and they're on special. So and this doesn't even look like a Christmas design, does it? But it's got the Christmas colors, and I think it's beautiful. It's gonna make some beautiful bags. So there were some other little things that I picked up on the clearance section. There was some white and bronze twine, some blue sapphire, they call it thread, which is cool. And I also picked up some gold arrow clips. These are not in the catalog. These are only offered in the clearance section on the website. Now, everything I have in this box today, I ordered out of either the July and August catalog or off the site or off what we call the core catalog. And it's down in there somewhere, we'll find it. But this is the July-August 2021 catalog. And I'm gonna put it over here and we're gonna flip through it as I pull things out of the box. The first thing I'm pulling out of the box has to do with the Wander collection. And the Wander collection, excuse me, has all of these beautiful colors in it. I love the paprika, the Sundance, and the sage, evergreen. It also has the sapphire blue in it. They're all gorgeous. So these papers all consist of those colors. But my problem is my family and I have never been anywhere where I think these papers would work. We're just not outdoorsy people. So I did not order the actual Wander collection. But you can go on the website and you can find all of these products either a la carte, you know, buy them each separately, or you can buy what they call the workshop. And this is the workshop page right here. It says, let's go. And the workshop, I know it sounds like a lot, $34.95, but you get so many good things in there, and you are going to make some beautiful scrapbook layouts with that. And if you look at the book, it gives you ideas of how all of the pages are going to look, and you're going to have some gorgeous, gorgeous wandering artwork. Now what I ordered the Wanderer card kit. This is the card kit in the catalog, and what you'll find is the Wandering Card Making Workshop Kit was $29.95. So for $30, I got enough product to make 12 cards, 4 of each of the designs that you see here in the catalog. This is the Wanderer Card Making Kit. When you receive a kit, it includes this wonderful set of directions that will guide you step by step if you don't know how you want to use these papers. If you have ideas, then you can go off page. But if you're feeling uncomfortable, like me usually, you like to have something that's a little more constructed by a designer, and these designs are. In the kit, you will get, oh, it's 16 cards. I'm sorry, I misspoke. You'll get 16 card blanks, 16 envelopes. So what, if you bought a card at the Dollar Tree for $1, you'd already spent $16 on cards, right? But with it, you get the stamp set. I'm gonna take it out of the envelope. My husband is helping me this evening, and he is the one working the camera. So these are the stamps that go with this workshop. And I loved the words on these stamps because they are sending sunshine thoughts. I love you to the stars and back. You brighten my day. I thank my lucky stars for you. These are all great sayings for cards. And when you buy the workshop, when you get this is the only way you can get this specific stamp set, is if you buy the card making kit. And it comes with thin cuts. And these thin cuts are what you can run through your Cricut to cut your different shapes. And I love these thin cuts because one looks like a mountains in it. The other one is like a cityscape. You get a moon, a sun, and some clouds. The designs, when you look at them, you'll see how awesome they are. You also get these beautiful papers to go along with it. This is more of the camping side. And this side is the stars. So you can see each page comes with double-sided. So whether or not, maybe you don't like a specific card and you want to do the other card, you probably can switch out the paper and just do 8 of whatever one you like. It's all very, very easy to switch up. And that's what's amazing about Close to My Heart. They also include 4 different colors of the cardstock that go along with the papers. And if you notice, the paper's colors are also in the cardstock. So everything matches your shades, the color composition. It's gonna look awesome. And with the blues, even the sapphire blue looks good with these colors. So that is the Wandering Card Kit. And that was the first thing I pulled out of the box. The second thing, if you turn the page in the catalog, you'll find the Isabella paper collection. The Isabella paper collection comes with the colors Bluebird, Evergreen, Sage, Lemonade, Sundance, Mink, Toffee, Ballerina, and White Daisy. And this one, I did buy the scrapbooking kit. So when you turn the page, these are all the items that you can get, and you can buy them all a la carte. You can also order the Cricut cutting file from my website if you go to the Cricut emblem on the website. And for $9.99 you can get all of these, and just you've got a beautiful layout. They also have, and so in the scrapbooking kit they include what they call Isabella acrylic shapes. See the white ones? Well, they're not blue. Oh, you know what? You use your inks and you can color them any color you want, really. But they have showed you the blue. So you use your ink and you color those. You also get the instructions, step by step, of how to create this 3 2-page layouts. They give you the cutting file, the cutting layouts, so that you know how to cut your paper properly, so that you will use it efficiently and not have a lot of scrap left over. And then they tell you how to assemble each one of the layouts. It's a very well thought out, beautiful program. And it makes it possible for you to have gorgeous layouts without a lot of experience. The actual workshop that I'm showing you is on this page. And what it is the Isabella scrapbooking workshop is $34.95. But when you buy this workshop, you get a couple of exclusive things that you can't get any other way but buying the workshop. And that is, you get the exclusive die cut sheet, which is right here, and things are already falling out of it because they do such a nice job with these sheets. And see how you get these, and it looks like you've spent hours on these layouts, and you can put them together in 15-20 minutes and make a beautiful scrapbook. You also get the stickers, and the stickers are made out of cardstock. They're not flimsy, and they look beautiful on your page. You also get 2 sheets of each of the double-sided papers. So this is the front and this is the back. And then you also get a unique zip strip on the back of each of them that is fun, and they also incorporate those into the design. Excuse me. So there's the blues or sapphire blues. Then they have this one is front and back. And this, you can't really see it on the camera very well, but it's like a grid. It's very pretty, but it runs on a 45-degree angle on the paper. You'll see it if you look at the catalog on the website. Then, look at this beautiful lemons. Lemons are so in right now. Everybody loves lemons at during the summertime. And so you have the flowers on the front, and then you have this as a background, and it's in a greens, and the colors of this one is, I would say, evergreen and sage. And then these are the exclusive cutouts pages, and look at these lemons. Aren't they beautiful? So they've already done all the stamping for you. If you didn't have the ability to stamp for yourself, they're already done for you. And all you have to do is gently release them from the paper and use them in your layouts. Then there's 2 exclusive 12 by 12 sheets. And if you look at these, they're white on the back, but on the front, you have this yellow hatching, and then the blue is so beautiful. So that's one design. Then there's the green sage paper, the sapphire, and they give you a couple of sheets of the daisy white cardstock. This all comes in this one kit. You didn't have to worry about whether or not it all matches because it's been designed to go together. They also give you photo placeholders, so if you don't have the photos right when you're making the pages, you can put these on your page, and then you can look back and go, oh, I need a 4x6, I need a 3x3, and I need a 3x4, you know, whatever it is. And you can get those pictures printed and then on your pages. Now, so that's the workshop. You turn the page, whoops, I gotta go back. You turn the page to the mix-ins, is what they call them. And I'm looking for them. Sorry. This is the Isabella card making kit. I did not get this, but isn't it beautiful? And you get these fabulous stamps. Here are the mix-ins. So this, for $6.95 and $5.95, you can get 6 sheets of double-sided designed paper, which are these 6 designs. And then, I think I'm misspeaking. They're double-sided. So do you get 6 or 12? I believe you get 6. Remember, I'm still new at this, and sometimes I may misspeak. But if you have questions, please leave it down in the comments, and I will try to do my best to respond as soon as possible. So you get one of these, one of the pink. I love that pink. This is where I get to hoarding paper, because it's like, oh, it's too pretty to cut into. And that's where I have the problems. Tans. Look at the paprika, the blues, sapphire. And then you also get coordinating cardstock, which is also part of the mix-ins. Again. And the nice thing about close to my heart cardstock, this stuff is not going to mess up in your Cricut. If you use the proper settings, this is not going to tear up like the cheap paper that you get where your blade catches it and rips it. Oh, it's terrible when it happens. But with this quality cardstock that is made, and it does have a white core, that's one of the things you need to know. And if you look at this, you can see there's a lighter shade and a darker shade. That's on the same sheet of cardstock. So you actually are getting 2 colors with one sheet. The same with the green, or I'm sure I'm not calling it the right color. The ballerina and the lighter pink. This is the paprika. Slightly different shade. And this is the sapphire with a different shade. And this one I believe is called, oh shucks, I think it's linen, but I'm not sure. If you're ever in question, you just go back to this front, and there's the white, it's mink, that's what it's called, mink. It looks gray to me, but it's mink. And you'll see there's a lighter gray on the back. So those are the mix-ins. And they're very, very economical at $6.95 for 6 sheets and $5.95 for 6 sheets of the coordinating cardstock. So it's about $1 a sheet. And that's what you're going to pay anywhere else too. So it's very beautiful paper. And the quality cannot be beat. All right, so we're moving on in the cap. Oh, and here we go into our acrylic stamp sets. There were a couple more things in my box here first. This one I put in here because I wanted you to see what I have done. This is the Happiest Place coordinating cardstock, but it's also the card workshop. And I bought a second set of the cardstock workshop, but I bought the one without the stamp in it because I already have the stamp. But look at this gorgeous stamp and some of the artwork you can make with it. You make the girl with the pretty dress and the balloons. Here she's with flags and she's got a nice drink in her hand. Look at her shoes and the balloons. Gorgeous. And so I had to have more because this was on special for, I believe, 20% off this, and is only there for a limited time. So I will be bringing you more card making and sharing with you how these are made. Again, these come with all the directions on how to make the cards. You just have to follow them. But I will warn you, I am one of those people that I like the directions, but I don't always follow them. I have a tendency to go off-road or off directions or whatever. I get creative and then I do my own thing. Oh, this is another thing that I found. This is the bulk paper. Very limited time. You'll only find it on the website. It is the bulk Stars and Sparklers bulk paper. And it's the 4th of July print, and it's just gorgeous because it has the beautiful reds, or let's see the colors, let's list them off. It has Bluebird, Carolina, New England Ivy, Sage, Sapphire, Scarlet, Toffee, and White Daisy. Those are all the colors that they use in this paper. And on the back, they have the scarlet and white stripe that's kind of distressed. And there's a cute toffee polka dot zip strip at the top. And I had to have more of this paper, so I picked this up for a very limited time again. I'm telling you, they are constantly working on bringing new products to our market, and so you got to be ready and buy when you see it. So here's the next thing I found in the catalog that I had to have, and this is what they call a D-sized stamp set. And in this D-sized stamp set, you get these wonderful little stamps. And she's got her little messy bun on. She's sitting at a table, and the words that come with it: messy bun and getting things done, making things happen. Anytime is a good time to play with, and then you can choose paper, paint, fabric, or all three, which is my favorite. My happy place, scrappy lady, getting crafty, and scissors. So, you know, definitely a fun stamp set. There were no thin cuts offered with this stamp set, so it is only $18.95. The next one I show you does have thin cuts. And all right, here's another set of beautiful stamps, but this one, there's two sets. There's one that's called Lake Life, and then there's one that's called At the Beach. And when I was dating my husband, he was a radio DJ, and so my moniker on the radio that he would call me would be Sandy Beach. And so I've been known as Sandy Beach ever since. And I just love nautical design. And so this one was one of those I just had to have. And if you look at the stamp set, you'll see that there's some different shades to some of these stamps. And that's because they have a thin cut that goes with them. So you get the beautiful stamp, and then you get these thin cuts that you can run through your Cuttlebug or any die cutting machine, and it will cut out the shapes, and then you can stamp on them and have beautiful little embellishments for your scrapbooking pages or your cards or any paper crafting thing that you might do. And one of my favorites is memory dex cards. So I really have been waiting for this because there's someone I want to make a fun Life is Better at the Beach memory dex card for. And I am so excited that these are here. So that's on my list of things to do. But look at, so when you're looking at the catalog, you'll see that there is At the Beach with just the 17 stamps. That's $18.95. If you want, or if you have a Cuttlebug and you want to, or a die cutting machine, and you want to have the ability to cut out your shapes, you can buy the one with the thin cuts, and that is for $31.95. So it's just a few dollars more, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different shapes. And I don't want to sit and fussy cut that all day, so I am excited to use these thin cuts. So that's the life at the beach. Don't forget, they also have lake life. If you're not by the beach, but maybe you're at the lake, look at this girl here with her beautiful hat and dress and heels, the flowers, there's books. I love the Adirondack chair and lake life, lake hair, don't care, and keep it on the reel. So like she could be fishing. You could put the fishing pole in her hand. So much fun. And again, $18.95 if you just want the stamps, $32.95 if you want the thin cuts to go with it. And the thin cut price, the reason that fluctuates is depends on how much metal they have to make the thin cuts, because they are metal and they come on this magnetic sheet that you can store them on, so they don't go flopping everywhere because you've got them on the magnetic sheet. Close to my heart has thought of everything to make crafting fun and easy for even the new crafter. And let's see. Oh my goodness, my husband's probably having a fit over here because he keeps seeing all this stuff coming out of the box. But this last two things here in this catalog are, if you make a $50 order in the month of July, you can get this stamp of the month for only $5. If you don't make a $50 purchase and you want to just purchase the stamp, it will be the regular price of $18.95. But because it's stamp of the month, you could get it for only $5 with the $50 purchase. And this is the perfect stamp for someone that likes to do welcome to the neighborhood cards or welcome to your home. I can think of realtors. I mean, this would be awesome for a realtor if she wants to make special cards to welcome people to their new homes. Look at the keys. Congratulations on your new home. Home is where the heart is. Welcome. And then the other way they threw this stamp is in case you're not doing welcome homes, but maybe you're doing something about our family tree has strong roots because of you. And we have the trees, the doors, beautiful, for $5. This one is only available at that price between the dates of July 1st and August 31st. After that, it'll either not be available, or if it is available, they will be charging $18.95 for it. The same goes for the August stamp of the month. I happen to have it. It is again another D-size stamp, so regularly priced $18.95, but you can purchase it for $5 if you have a $50 order in the month of August. And yes, I know it's their way of getting you to buy a little bit every month instead of like buying one great big order. If you buy a little each month, they are basically giving you this as a special. And there is something called the VIP program, and I don't know all of the things about it yet, but if you are a member of the VIP program, you get a certain percentage off of your order, and you also, if you make a $50 order, you get the stamp of the month for free each month for doing that $50 order. So that covers the July-August book. Now let's see what I found in our core catalog to buy. And my husband, he looks like he's about to faint over there. So hang in there, honey. It's not as bad as it looks. Close to my heart has something called a core product catalog. And this one is just about to run out. Many of our makers are right now doing online convention things. I didn't do convention this year because I'm still so new. I'm just waiting to see the products. But they do have conventions every year where we get together. And of course with COVID, we're doing it virtually this year like we did last year. But this is also where you can find the Craft with Heart subscription service, where you can subscribe to scrapbooking layouts, or you can subscribe to card making layouts. And you can receive an order in the mail every quarter. So you get like four months at a time, every 3 times a year. This is also where you'll learn about all of their books about teaching you how to use the colors properly and how to put them together. And you'll notice that a lot of these colors are the same. They're the same colors, but they mix them together and make things beautiful. I have some of this I'm going to bring later to the party. This is the wood grain. And not all of this will go away, but a lot of it will. So if you see something you really want now, your best bet is to get it now, because they are going to be changing up the products and introducing a lot of new things in the new book that comes out September of 2021 and will run through August of 2022. But for now, this is the book. And you have all of these great stamps. And you'll notice that they're babies. Look at the puppy dogs, the kitties. So many fun things. But this is also where you'll find the tools. And these are thin cuts that you can get for your die cutting machine. All kinds of beautiful shapes, tags. This is a really cute Love You With My Whole Heart. You can get alphabet stamps, and some of them I think come as thin cuts also. So you'll just have to take your time and look. But what I'm trying to get to is, here's our papers. They did this past year, back in May or early February, May, somewhere in there. They did these beautiful letters that you can use to hang up in your home. So they do home decor also. Here's where you find all your extra little sprinkles, or your sequins, or black bursts. You'll also find your shimmer trims, which are basically shimmery tapes or ribbons that you can add texture to your cards with. And notice this whole book is filled with nothing but different designs and ideas of how to use these wonderful products. So here we are. I'm finally there. I have a pair of these scissors. I've had them for some time now. I love them. They are non-stick micro tip scissors, and they are perfect for fussy cutting. And the nice thing is if you cut like a foam square or something, they don't stick to them real bad. They come off. I'm not going to say they don't stick at all, but they don't stick as bad as if you have regular scissors. I also, in the box, found, this is what I wanted. I wanted this Versamat. I thought this would help me with my scrapbooking to show you how to use it properly. The nice thing about this mat is you can stick your page down to it, because it's exactly 12 by 12, and still have all of your measurements around the edges so you know how to place your pieces when you're scrapbooking and get them level or straight or placed properly following the directions. The reason they call this the Versamat is this side is for the scrapbooking and this side is the foamy side for stamping. And this is the perfect surface to stamp on and get perfect imprints of your inked stamps. And the nice thing is the stamps, if you notice, there was a little foam sheet in every stamp that I showed you. So they give you the foam, but this here makes it possible that I don't have to keep fussing with the foams and figuring out where they're at. They're always in the stamps. And this is ready for stamping. And I can't wait to get it out and use it. The other thing I got, there were a few little things I added. Liquid glass is one of their special adhesives. And I'm looking for it in the book. I went one page too far, I think. Nope, those are the glitters. You have brushes, shimmer brushes, pearls, stickies. You've got the ink, chamois. And this is the embossing tools. And then there's the liquid glass. Liquid glass you apply to accents or images for a glossy glaze-like effect. It's great as an adhesive also, and it's for paper crafting. Comes with a nice little tip on it, but I decided I really wanted the fine tip for it because I don't want to waste it. I want to make sure I have it, and for $4.95 you get the fine tip. And the nice thing about this tip is you can see it's a little finer. It feeds the glue up in there, but this cap is special because it has the pin in there so that when you put the cap back on, you feed the pin down the hole of the tip. And when you put the cap on, it cleans out that tip so it doesn't get clogged. And it keeps your glue flowing perfectly. So that was that. I also added a small 1" by 1" block. A couple pages back, or here, you'll see that we have several different sizes of stamping blocks. And this one little 1" by 1" is a 550 little block, but he is so handy when you've got little stamps, and he's perfect for sticking your little stamp on him and then stamping wherever you've got to go. So I think that, yeah. I also got, this is all of our cardstock colors. And what I've done is I have labeled each of them, and what they list is if you've got a cardstock in almond, you can also find a stamp pad in almond and a re-inker, which is basically a bottle of ink to use to re-ink your pad if it runs out of ink. And they do that for each of the colors that they offer in the cardstock. So there's toffee and espresso, the mink, the linen, the pebble, and on it goes. And if you look at the book, you will see sorry. Oh, it's in the back because I cut it out. Shoot. Okay, right here is where they have the cardstock colors. They lay them out for you. And so you can see with each color, they list out the numbers. And what I did is I photocopied this and then cut it up and put it on my cards so that I can quickly figure out what I need. And you'll notice that there is something called the pigment pad. And if you've ever used pigment ink, you'll know that it is different than the watercolor ink. Most of our pads are watercolor. And so they're perfect for working with watercolor markers or anything like that. There's the inks, the reinkers, and I will tell you, I am still new to stamping, and pigment pads scare me because they take like a long time to dry, and so they're easy to smudge. And so I avoid pigment ink at this point at all cost. One of the cool things about pigment ink is you'll notice the White Daisy cardstock, and they have the White Daisy pigment ink. And what that is because of the ink and the way it's made, you can actually stamp with white ink on anything colored, and you'll see the white ink. But I'm afraid of it because of the fact that it doesn't dry quickly, so I avoid it. And that's pretty much the catalog. You'll find many other fun things in there. You'll just have to take your time and look through it online. And in the future, if you decide to order from me and you want to have a core catalog, you just need to send me a quick message and I will have one sent to you. I can do that. This is one of the last things and the coolest part. This was my half price item. What? Half price item? What does that mean? Well, my half price item is part of the Reward Your Way. And what happens is when you make an order, Close to My Heart gives you a certain percentage of your order back to you in either Close to My Heart dollars, and or if you get to a certain level, you can start to get half price items. Now in this book, they're full price. They show $53.35 is what this album and the kit and the tape runner and the pen cost. But because my order was more than $150, I got one half price item, and so I made this my half price item. Last month when I made my order, or a month before, I don't know. Anyways, my last one, I was able to get the card making starter kit as my half price item. And when I got that, I also got the black ink, I got a stamp chamois, I got several inking, several of the acrylic blocks, I got card blanks, I got all these papers, and I got this beautiful happy birthday stamp set. But this month I went with this because I have the scrapbooking Craft from Your Heart subscription, and I wanted to be able to show you a new scrapbook and how you can put it together. So you're going to have to tune in and learn about that later. But if you look at this, the Reward Your Way is a program where you can buy these different things. When you have an order of more than $150, you can get these things at half price. And one of the things that you can also get through the Reward Your Way program is Close to My Heart has their own die cutting and embossing machine. And for $99.95, you can get the die cutting machine that uses all those thin cuts that I showed you earlier. They also have the availability of the Cricut machines. They have a strong connection with Cricut, and we are memory keepers. They all work together and help give us products to reward you for buying from us as makers. So Oh, there's one more little secret. I'm probably not supposed to show this, but I'm gonna flash it really quick, so you're gonna have to pause it. But this is the September. You ready? The September stamp of the month is words, and it's grateful and thankful and a bunch of other words that go with it. And they're perfect. They're awesome. They're going to be so much fun to make cards and scrapbook pages and memory decks cards or ATCs or tag flips or all those other things that I like to share with you on my channel. So please, if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. And I promise you my next video will not be this long. I'll try not to make it this long. And I hope you have enjoyed this unboxing with me and that you can feel my excitement for being a part of Close to My Heart. And I hope you have a very crafty day. See you soon. Bye.